Welcome back to Sapulpa, everybody. The Sapulpa drum line in after it. We've got a big old ball game for our FNL game of the week. Sapulpa undefeated in district play, hosting Muskogee, just one loss. That came against Sand Springs last week. And of course, Dan, if Sapulpa can win this one, the Highway 97 rivalry next week will be for a district championship. They've played that game almost 100 times.
I
the
think
Highway
this will be the 100th meeting this year.
And it would be the highest stakes game they've probably ever had. But you got to go win this one first.
Yeah, and it looks like that will be for a district championship at the end of the day, because you'll have a three-way tie, because it looks like Muskogee's going to end up with one loss again if they beat Sapulpa. But Sapulpa doesn't want to be in that conversation. They want to have it be, we want to play for that district championship. They haven't won a district championship here since 1951. They just won the first playoff game last year for the first time in 20 years. You know, but they think that this run they are on now can change the course of Sapulpa football forever. And it all starts tonight against the team they've looked up to for so long, these Muskogee Roughers.
These teams right now, you know, with us and Muskogee and Sand Springs and really the other district, they're kind of in the same boat right now too. These are all high-level playoff-type games that are going to happen again in a couple of weeks. So for us to be able to experience those now and go out and make games out of these and try to get wins, it's going to help us a bunch down the stretch. You know, there's not going to be very many people outside of the guys you see behind me that think we can do this tomorrow night. So we're going to go out and try to prove everybody wrong, and we're playing with a chip on our shoulder, and that chip just keeps getting a little bit bigger every week, and we're going to continue to go down that direction.
Yeah, huge chip on the shoulder for Sapulpa, but they think they're up to this challenge, and it's going to be a huge one tonight with Muskogee.
I cannot wait. I cannot wait in our next segment, or the next half hour, I should say, to get into some of the motivation that Muskogee has, courtesy of my radio show with Pat Jones. That's right. We're going to hear from Dale Condit, head coach of the Roughers, coming up in just a bit. Heck of a ball game we have for you tonight, Sapulpa, Muskogee. For Dan, Caden, we'll send it back over now to Michael and Naomi.
Kate and Dan, thank you. Michael, I know I asked you yesterday, can I wear my long sleeves tonight? Is that going to be okay? I mean, it feels really nice out here.
It is a perfect night. Nice to get this for some football weather. You know, we've been so hot throughout the season.
Yes.
And also, not just for the football games tonight, lots of trick-or-treaters heading out this season.
I'm seeing some of them
well.
actually in the neighborhoods around here.
We had SpongeBob on a bike earlier going down the sidewalk. It was awesome.
The costumes have been pretty amazing out here so far. It's been cool to see.
It has been cool to see. And let's go ahead and get a look at that trick-or-treating forecast here as we go through the evening hours. Notice numbers will continue to cool down into the 50s here as we go through the evening. Great night out there. We've got some clouds filtering through overhead, but nothing that's going to produce any precipitation for us. You can see the clouds here as well as we look over downtown Tulsa from the Wade's RV Weather Camera Network at Brookside. And those clouds will thicken up a bit as we go into the overnight hours and might even give us a few showers tomorrow morning. Probably not anything that will help with our drought conditions. The rainfall, though, that we did have over the last week, remember the heavy rain that we had there, that did knock down some of the conditions, especially across parts of Pawnee County and Creek County, but farther to the south where the rainfall amounts were not as high as what we had to the north. We saw moderate drought basically from McIntosh County, northern portions of Pittsburgh County, and back into Hughes County. So any additional rainfall would certainly help, but I don't think it'll be a whole lot into tomorrow morning. Pretty quiet out there at 7 o'clock this evening, but as we continue into the overnight hours, look here to the north as you get up just across the state line into southeastern portions of Kansas. By 3 o'clock, maybe a few showers trying to move on through. We'll continue to watch those showers go into northern portions of northeast Oklahoma as we head through the early morning hours. Again, it won't be anything very heavy, but if we had a few showers as you head out the door tomorrow morning, they'll be tracking from northwest to south and east. And then once we get into tomorrow afternoon, they are out of here. We don't have to worry about those showers anymore at that time. But again, maybe somebody starts out with a little bit of rain tomorrow morning. But as we go into the afternoon, the clouds will even clear out. We'll see sunshine through the afternoon hours. Temperatures into the 50s for highs. It'll be a little cooler tomorrow compared to what we had out there today. And again, tomorrow morning, probably not as cold, however, as what we had this morning. But the afternoon, you'll notice the 50s to the north and maybe more low 60s as you go farther to the south tomorrow afternoon. As we continue to look into the upcoming weekend, we'll keep those cooler temperatures around. Low 60s, a beautiful day on Sunday. But look at that morning low low. I'm going to go 33 in Tulsa. That's for Tulsa. That means if you get away from the city, a lot of us will be colder than that. I would not be surprised if we had some outlying spots mid to upper 20s on Sunday morning. That's why we've got a freeze watch in effect. If you have any plants that you want to protect, go ahead and do that. By the way, our average first freeze of the season typically is around November 3rd. Tomorrow, or Sunday is the 2nd, so pretty close to average. Notice those temperatures. We're going to warm things back up into the 70s, keeping the forecast dry and beautiful through much of next week.
I know you were talking a little bit about some rain we could see tomorrow morning. So glad that's not out here tonight.
Not out there tonight.
So it's not stopping trick-or-treaters. It's not stopping the football game. We are having an incredible time, and it just feels amazing out here.
Perfect night for football.
And we have so much more coming up ahead on Friday Night Live. You can take a look. This is a corner of the field as the Chieftains are getting ready for the big game tonight with the Roughers. We'll be back in just a few minutes.
Week 9 of high school football here in Green Country. Chill in the air. Senior night ceremonies for many. District championships could be claimed by a few. Our FNL game of the week, Sapulpa hosting Muskogee. Chieftains win sets up a Highway 97 rivalry district championship game next week in Sand Springs. Out west, great matchup of 6-win squads. Broken Arrow at Edmond Memorial back here in the 918. Owasso hosting Norman North. Bixby gets Deer Creek on senior night. Verdigris, Cassia Hall, Wagner, Skytook, Hale, Collinsville, all your scores and highlights coming up tonight on FNL starting at 10:15. Welcome into sports, everybody. Caden McFarland, Dan Lindblad here in Sapulpa, breaking down tomorrow's OU-Tennessee ball game. They don't get much bigger. No. And I feel like we say this every week in the SEC, but seriously, this time we made it. This would be on the road against a top 20 team in a spot where you're trying to keep playoff hope alive. This would be the most consequential road win in Brent Venables' time as Sooners coach, no doubt. Maybe just the biggest, most important win he's ever had.
This could be the point also where the season starts to unravel if things don't go their way, because then you're looking at a bye week and then at Alabama. Certainly not an easy game the way they're playing, top 5 team. Nothing about the Tennessee defense really scares you like it did last year.
Right.
It's the Tennessee offense.
Yes.
Against that OU defense, that's going to be, who's going to win that battle? Can OU turn over Tennessee? They're susceptible to turning it over.
Yeah.
Can OU do that? That's going to be the question. They haven't done that all year. Can they do it?
What an atmosphere it's going to be. You're looking at some of the video of what it looks like when they go dark mode on Rocky Top. That worries you, right?
Yeah.
This Sooners team that has struggled under Brent Venables on the road, can they handle this atmosphere? Knoxville at night?
This ain't South Carolina at 11 a.m.
No, it's not.
This is a different beast.
Do you have a feel one way or the other on this ball game? Tennessee, a small favorite.
I think Tennessee is going to be able to do that just because I'm not believing in the OU offense right now, which kind of, I hate to say it because they look so good at the beginning, but now they're starting to look like what they did last year.
Yeah. My official pick on radio today was Tennessee 31, OU 30, but I'm telling you.
Okay.
And I get no credit for this because that is my official pick, but I just have a hunch I'm going to be wrong, and OU's going to play, frankly, its best game of the season. I think that'll probably be needed. No question. All right. For Dan, Caden, we're back with more on this Sapulpa Muskogee game in just a bit, but we're going to send it out to Emma in the student section. I'm told. Emma, what's going on? Having some...
Hey, guys. I am out here with these crazy fans of the Sapulpa Chieftains, and let me tell you, we are having a blast out here. It's Halloween. We got the costumes out here. We got the fans out here having a great time. Great game. It's senior night. All the seniors are ready to get out to have their final last recognition on this field. It's going to be a great night. The weather's great. How are we feeling? I think they're feeling pretty good tonight. I will say this is Friday Night Live. We're going to have a great night out here, but I will say the weather is perfect for kickoff. So let's toss over to Michael Sager for that look of our first forecast.
We've got a good one out there tonight. Perfect for football weather, trick-or-treating, whatever you've got. As we continue into the weekend for that game day forecast, we will see a few showers possible in the morning hours on Saturday. So if you wake up tomorrow morning, have a few raindrops around, nothing heavy will be possible. Sunshine's back by the afternoon. Notice how we keep those autumn temperatures all weekend long. 59 for the high tomorrow, and despite the fact that we'll see sunshine on Sunday, low 60s for highs. By the way, freeze watch in effect for Sunday morning. We are live in Sapulpa for Friday Night Live. We've got more coming up.
It is senior night here in Sapulpa. The Chieftains, we're seeing some of the cheerleaders walking out with their parents. I mean, this is always a fun part, I feel like, of high school football nights when we get to see just the honor that everybody has for the seniors who've worked so hard throughout the year. We're hearing cheering, we're hearing screaming, we're seeing some costumes. It's just a really fun time out
It's such a great reminder that the work that goes into this, to be good enough to play on Friday nights and win these, it really never stops. It's like 365 days a year for these kids in the weight room and on the field. And then it's all for, just a handful of home games, and then your very final home game always special.
We got a trifecta tonight, with it being senior night, a game for a district title birth, kind of, and Halloween.
And Halloween. Happy Halloween, everybody.
I think I saw a Teletubby earlier. We saw SpongeBob riding a bike.
I've seen all sorts of things. We've seen Mario Brothers out here. It's been a smorgasbord.
A perfect Friday night.
I threw a perfect spiral to Mario right over there. Right through the gloves.
Over the head.
No stick 'em on those gloves. Need to take a look at those. That's right.
And the temperatures out here, Michael, I mean, man.
Perfect. What a great night for trick-or-treating or football, whatever your plans are this evening. It's a great night. A few clouds out here, but we're going to stay dry. Great stuff.
Yeah, much more coming up on FNL. We'll see you soon.
Our last Kingpin senior is Jordan Ford.